Civic Award presented to Mrs. DAVINNA P. King Ali for your service and dedication to the community of Pleasantville, New Jersey. Worship Brother James Garrett Jr., Worshipful Master, March 12, 2022.
Good evening. I would like to thank my Heavenly Father for His grace and mercy waking me up this morning. I would like to thank the Hiram Abiff Lounge 16 for the recognition. Initially, Brother Wesley Briscoe asked what I accepted. Initially, I didn't think that the work I do is actually community service. However, when I think about the quote that I look at every day in the city clerk's office, it's a quote by Muhammad Ali, and it states that the service that you give to others is the rent that you pay every day. So I'm really, I honor this. I really appreciate the recognition. I'd like to give thanks to my husband, my daughter, my parents, Patricia and David King, my sisters Shirley and Robin, my Uncle Darren's here, and my good friends Gina Collier, Miss Geraldine Harvey, Miss Stephanie Gilchrist, and Miss Esther Connor. And lastly, I would like to acknowledge Mr. John Bettis, because he was the panelist in the interview back in 2004 when I interviewed for my initial position, which was in his office as administrative aide. So he started my journey, and I thank you. And I thank you all, as well as the Mason men, for this recognition. Thank you.
And I would say to you, this award is not mine alone, but all the people, some of them are here tonight, and if you will give me a moment, I'd like to say their involvement. I could not have fed the people we fed in both Atlantic City and Pleasantville and throughout this county without their kind generosity, their help, and their assistance. First and foremost, I'd like to acknowledge Mayor Don Purdy and his wife for their generosity to any campaign we ever had to feed our people. My proteges were Pat Hurley and Mario Suarez. Mario could not be here tonight, but he's here in spirit. They also assisted me with everything I did. Jorge Restrepo, the man behind the camera, was in everything. He helped us clean, helped us take care of people, and helped us do all that we had to do to feed so many people during these issues. And last but not least, he's a big baby brother, Councilman Cliff Sudler, who's been a brother to me, my younger brother, I might add. I would say to you folks, I am a native son of Atlantic City. I am who I am because of what I am and the people in my life. I lived in the inlet section of Atlantic City. And if it wasn't for some kind-hearted church sisters who took care of me and fed me when my father got sick, and the Spanish family named Carmona, who took me in, taught me the language, fed me, and raised me like one of their own, I would not be here today. And I tell you this story, and I share some intimate details of my life with you, because I understand struggle. My 13th birthday, I was incarcerated in Harbor Fields. Yes, I was incarcerated as a youth. My 14th birthday, I found that I was going to be a father. And yes, I have 12 children, and I have 5 stepchildren. And I have 27 grandchildren, soon to be 8 great-grandchildren. My family beats Baskin-Robbins. We have every flavor, every size, every color. We are truly blessed because we see each other as one people. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to thank God that we live in this country, and although our people have had struggles and we've had strife, we are one people. The sooner we realize that, the stronger we'll be. And I have to tell you, without that, we will fall. Because outside of this great country, we have enemies. They're jealous of what we had. They're jealous of what we've accomplished and what we will continue to accomplish. I can tell you that I've been supported by people less fortunate, and that's why I went back to Maryland in places that I lived as a youth, and we took back to the people who supported me and their children and grandchildren. I had some politicians come with me who had never been back there, and they were in cultural shock. I tell you, one of them wept what he saw. These are important times for us. We have to love each other, and we have to do what God demands of us. That's to share, to love, to be kind, and to be the friend to those who have none. And in closing, again, I would like to thank the Lodge for this honor. To me, this is a tremendous honor, and you heard my career. It was a lengthy law enforcement career. I'm proud to be in service in Egg Harbor Township on committee now, and I serve all people. Remember my motto: our diversity is our strength. It is not our weakness. And through that, we can accomplish all things. And in closing, I'll say, Mr. Parker said earlier, heavy is the head that bears the crown. And I say to you, always remember, weary are the arms that carry it. God bless you, and God save us all. Thank you.
First of all, let me thank the Most High. Without Him, none of us would be here. And I want to thank my lovely wife, Pearlita Parker. Hey, Mom. Please stand, Mom. But I would ask all of my family to please stand up.
Come on, family, stand up.
That's someone this side, the whole table. Everybody stand up.
Don't be shy.
Really nothing that I have done I could have done without them, but everything I have done was for them. All right, so that's who we are. We're givers, and I would like to say that I also like to thank Right Worshipful Jared Dixon. Where you at, brother?
Right here.
Yeah, I've been with this brother. We worked together in the casino for 19 years. I've probably known him longer than anybody in here except for my kids and my wife. And this brother has been with me and by my side then and in masonry, and it's just a blessing. Right worshipful Herman Ross. Brother Ross, can you please stand, sir? When I was worshipful master, these two brothers were like by my side, left and right. We had a lot of work that had to be done at the lodge. Brother Ross was there every day, 2, 3, 4 times a day, getting stuff done. All right? So I'd like to thank you for that. Most worshipful John Bettis, past Grand Master. Most worshipful Robert L. Oldby, past Grand Masters. I'd like to thank them for their tutelage. I'd like to thank them for their support. They've always been there for me. We have to cherish the elders in our organization. Those two brothers have more history in their left shoe than we all have. And we just don't use them enough. And I have learned that. That was a teachable moment for me, and I will always try to lean on them more as I go forward in my career as a Mason. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One last thing I'd like to say is that for the honorees, Tokyo, and Miss King Ali, it's not very often that you get special people in the same room at the same time that have the same heart. And I would like to I'd like to let both of you know that at some point in time I'll be contacting you. I think we need to do, I think the three of us need to do some things together for the community for next year. I don't know what it is, but when we figure it out, we're going to get some things done, because the community needs that kind of effort coming out of us. All right. So, but thank you very much. I have to thank somebody.
Doghouse.
Yeah, typically.
You can't sleep in my house tonight.
Yeah, typically the father brings the son into masonry. In this case, my son came into masonry first, and then I followed him in. So I just want to thank you very much, my brother.
I always say to my pop and to people who ask me, he raised me growing up, and I got a chance to raise him back, return the favor in masonry.